In this video, I'm going to show you the 4 different types of the Peekaboo boxing jab. Now let's begin. The first jab is what I call the standard jab. All right, so remember the Peekaboo boxing stance, your hips and your shoulders are more squared off to your opponent. So the power of the jab is going to be driven off that rear foot, your forward momentum, kind of like a catapult. So I'm here, I'm going to drive off that rear foot, throw the jab straight out and bring it right back to my face. Remember, I'm going to keep my defense tight, my hands up. Again, from here, straight out and straight back. Straight out and straight back. Remember, the Peekaboo boxing system has a number system. This is the number 7. The jab is the number 7. Now let me show you on the heavy bag. So I'm going to face the bag. I'm going to step in, drive off that rear foot. Straight in, straight back. The power comes from my forward momentum. Okay? Do it a couple more times. Again. Okay, remember in Peekaboo boxing, you just don't want to punch. You want to always move your head after your last punch or your feet. But right now we're going to focus on head movement. The most common counter punch to the jab is going to be that right hand counter. Maybe they slip and throw the right hand counter. So the first head movement you want to train after you do your jab or number 7 is that outside slip. You don't want to slip in with the right hand. You want to slip outside the right hand. So you're just going to anticipate the right hand counter by moving your head. Okay? So every time I throw that jab, I'm going to move my head. You can do it at the beginning once, but I would get in a habit of when you're drilling on focus mitts, partner drills, or with the heavy bag to move your head after a straight punch 3 times side to side. You can also mix it up. So what I mean by that is after I throw my jab, I might slip the other way. I might throw my jab and duck. I might throw my jab and weave. So you want to be deceptive and have a broken rhythm. But for the most part, I'm going to be jabbing and slipping to the outside. So I'm going to be driving, moving my head side to side. Moving my head side to side. Okay, remember the footwork, the top 10 footwork drills for Peekaboo is that forward drive, where I'm going to drive off my rear foot, drive forward. That's what I'm going to do with the jab to turn into a power jab. If you watch Mike Tyson jab, it is rarely a light touching jab. Okay, I'll probably add a highlight clip of him throwing his jab and sparring onto this video so you can see it's not light. He's always putting 100% into his jab. Bad intentions. Okay, so it's more of a power jab. So the standard jab can be a power jab. So I'm here one more time. Poof, move your head side to side 3 times. That's jab, Peekaboo jab number 1. Okay, Peekaboo jab number 2. Number 1, as a quick review, just the standard jab. I'm going to drive off, go in, move my head. Now I'm going to do what we call the outside jab. So I'm going to move my head to the outside of his jab and jab. I'm going to turn my jab thumb down and jab on the inside of his jab. I don't always have to wait till he jabs, but it works really good as a counter punch. So I'm going to be here. This one, same thing. I'm going to step in, drive in, get the head off line, turn that thumb down, and jab. Right there, and then I can move my head 3 times. So I step in, turn the thumb down, head off line, and throw the outside jab. On the heavy bag, same thing. I'm going to drive in, I can move my head, move my head. That, my friends, is Peekaboo jab number 2. Okay, now let's do Peekaboo boxing jab number 3. Jab number 3 is going to be the inside jab, or you can call it the up jab, whatever name you want to call it. I call it the inside jab because usually I try to jab inside my opponent's jab. So from my stance, I usually always take a little step when I jab. Every time I jab, I usually take some kind of step, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip my head in forward and to the side, but then lean my left shoulder in and fire that inside jab. So I'm here. You can use a vertical fist or a horizontal fist, okay? Moving my head offline. Then you can move your head side to side. Drive in. Okay, do it again. Side to side. Remember, when you do your head movement in training, when you're drilling on the heavy bag, whatever, you want to do full range of motion. Get in the habit of doing full range of motion, going all the way side to side. You don't want to do this shit. You see people doing peekaboo like this. That's not how you do peekaboo. That's not how you move your head. You're not moving your head at all. Okay? You got to get to the side like a pendulum. You know, same thing with bobbing and weaving. You got to move your head. As you get better with your head movement, maybe I'll slip like this. Okay? Make it a smaller motion, but it ain't just bobbing. That's something totally different. Totally different. That's more if you're trying to set or draw someone to set up your attack. Okay, but you see people do peekaboo, they're trying to move their head like this. That's not what you're doing. You want full range of motion. Full range of motion when you're drilling. And then when you get to sparring, you can tighten it up a little bit. Okay, so let's do the inside jab on the bag. Moving my head to the side. Inside jab. Inside jab. Now I can finish off with my full range of motion on my head movement. Make yourself get that full range of motion. You're training and conditioning yourself, your side, your body. Okay, you got to really condition yourself to move your head like that pendulum, because when you get to sparring and you start getting tired, you're going to not want to move your head. You got to train yourself to always move your head. So I'm here, side to side, 3 times. That, my friends, is peekaboo jab number 3. Peekaboo boxing jab number 4 is going to be very similar to jab number 2, which is that outside jab. Except this time, I'm going to move my head a little bit lower and jab to the body. This, in the Customado Peekaboo boxing number system, is going to be the 8 to the body. So the first 3 jabs, the standard, the outside, and the inside, are number 7. But the jab to the body is a different number than number 8. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to take a step in, move my head offline. I usually turn my thumb down like I'm emptying out a coffee cup. Turn my thumb down, get the shoulder up, and jab to the body. Okay? Again, and then from there, I can move my head. I can go with bob and weave. Or I can jab and slip, start moving my head. Now let's do it on the heavy bag. I'm going to step in, jab to the body, get my head offline. Do it again. Maybe I'll move my head. Full range of motion. That is all 4 peekaboo boxing jabs. Now let's do a quick review. First one is going to be the standard jab. Second one's going to be the outside jab. Third one, the inside jab. And then the last one, the number 8, is that body jab. That, my friends, concludes this video. Have a good day.